Welcome back to Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. I am Flash and I am sad. Cause Rockman, yo. I'm gonna stick here for a little bit. We could do a little bit more leveling up before I move on. Or not move on. I want to do quite a bit of leveling up before you son of a... I'm never gonna look at a Wooper the same. Wooper. I'm never gonna look at him the same way again. I'm never gonna be able to see him without getting pissed off. It's just not gonna... I can't wait till Tuxor learns some electric attacks. I could just frickin' destroy him, since now I know he's a water type for sure. Alright. Let's stop screwing around here. Myrtle could use levels more than Lou. Lou's plenty leveled up here. Alright, Myrtle, put it to sleep and lick it to death. Myrtle, you are forever the creepiest Pokemon. You literally, like, imagine in real life, you, like, wait for somebody to go to sleep, and then you just start licking them till they die. It's the creepiest thing. But that's what we do. Unfortunately, Whooper woke up, but you know what? That's never stopped Myrtle. You're just gonna keep licking. Keep on licking until he's dead. It's creepy. There's no other explanation for it. Ugh. I'm seriously, you just, every time I see you pop up, man, it's every time. It's just gonna irk me. Tuxor, you better learn an electric move at level 8 so that I don't have to keep swapping you out, and then you could destroy these sons of bees. Okay, so when it says it didn't affect them, that's a miss, because I put the other one to sleep. That's rather annoying that the message doesn't just say that, like... I mean, I get, like, hypnosis missing just doesn't make sense logically, but there's so many things that don't make sense logically to begin with in this game that, like, I just wish it said missed so that you know that it can still work. Because when it says it doesn't affect it, it's like, oh, well then I'm never going to use that move on this guy. But really, it just hit the percentage chance, which, you know, in hypnosis I think it's like 75 for success or 80 or something like that. Oh, please electric move, go. Nope. Yeah, so like it's totally oh man, I lose my train of thought so easily. You know, it's totally understandable that it will miss sometimes, that move will miss, but like it's just I don't know, I wish it said that. I wish it said that instead of the other thing, because if it's a move that just doesn't affect them, it's gonna say it doesn't affect them. So that's gonna throw me off. Or am I, like, mistaken and it didn't work on Wooper before and I was... No, was that a Wooper? Now I don't remember if I was fighting a Wooper or a Bellsprout. Oh no, I'm paralyzed. And my defense is down. Or wait, is he paralyzed? I wasn't paying... Oh, I paralyzed him. I wasn't paying any attention. I just read paralyzed. Yeah, I should probably heal after this round. And drop Rockman off to... Well, drop him off to, the world. I'm not gonna accidentally heal him like I did. Evil is... I just released Evil into the world. Yep. Take that sentence for what it is. But Rockman... I'm just gonna set him down, and people passing by, you know, if they're not paying much attention, they'll think it's just another rock. It's just another rock laying there. You know, but if they notice, like, oh, he's got arms, he's Rockman, then, like, you know, Bit of a different story. I keep saying he. You know, I forgot Rockman's a girl. But you know what? It was, the name was just, I had to. I wonder. Look, you're ready. Like, you died ready to punch me in the face. That's you're mad that I threw you out in front of the frickin' water type, man. Ah. Bye, Rockman. I was looking forward to working with you. I like Geodudes, man. No. Okay, bye. It's so sad. This is like the worst day. Like, I can't even be slightly mad at the game for anything. It was totally 100% my stupidity. It really was. Ugh. And the thing, like, there's so many Pokemon these days that, like, I've stopped caring about trying to remember, like, what type everything is. And, like, you know, if I remember it, then cool. If not, then whatever. And, again, it's just one that I never cared about. So it just kind of, he flew in under the radar, and now I'm never gonna forget that he's water type. Mistakes are made. Again, guys, if I just want to throw out the reminder, if you don't like to watch the grinding portion of this stuff, if it's not you know, me talking to myself about nonsense is not entertaining enough, then I'll gladly chop it up a bit. But that's up to you guys. I'll leave it. You know, if you think I should chop it rather than showing all of the grinding, then feel free to leave a comment saying that you'd prefer that way. I don't mind either way. It's just it's a little more editing and obviously a little more play time versus video time, but I mean, obviously, I'm freaking throwing Pokemon out in simple battles, and well, I mean, I'd show all the trainer battles no matter what if I did that, but unless I'm like using the phone to call people back to grind levels and stuff. But no, I other than the first loss there with Evil, like the Rockman one, I would have just had to cut back to like that battle and my stupidity. But it doesn't matter to me. Just feel free to comment and let me know if you. Either way, actually, I'd prefer to hear both sides. If you prefer watching the grinding, or if you don't. All right, Tuxor, come on, electric attack. Yeah, Thunder Shock. Alright, it's time to rock and roll. Lock and load. Come on, Whoopers. Where are you at now? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, they're hiding now. Let's take this Bellsprout out. Bellsprout! Out! Get it? That was stupid. I'm gonna shut up now. I tried to accentuate the out when I said Bellsprout out, but like, there's no good way to accentuate that extra. Is accentuate even the right word? I don't even know. I'm still feeling it, man. But this is what Nuzlocks are about: making stupid mistakes, like hating yourself for it. And just, yeah, come on, it's revenge time. And just, you know, keep trying to keep your head up and keep on trudging through the mud. Wait, what? Oh, are you one of those water ground sons of bitches? Oh, are you kidding me? God dang. Oh my god. I can't even, like, get my revenge and, like, one-shot you, man. Ugh, it's like a 10-shot or something. You're really water ground? Man, I don't think water ground should be able to cancel out. Or are you just a ground type with a water move? No, I don't think so. You're probably water ground. But I don't think that should cancel out freaking electric moves entirely. Like, wet ground is still going to conduct electricity. Well, Lou took care of business. Showed him what a real water type is like. I can't... He's really water ground. That makes me sad. I wanted to just own him. Ekans. Ekans, you were like super pink. I like the white stripe on your neck though. I think that looks cool. Alright. Stab bonus. Thunder Shock. First one. Boom. Oh god. Laser eyeballs. Laser eye beams. Except it shot out of your mouth, I think. As far as the sprites go. Seriously, like, I totally wish, like, I'm making my own game right now. In progress. It's been in progress for a few months, but, you know, there might be a Kickstarter up come May-ish this year, 2017, but, I really wish I could have worked on, like, I want to make a game like this. It's just, it seems like it's too much fun to make something like this. And granted, the game I'm making, like, it's got some inspiration from Pokemon, but the gameplay itself is so different that it's not... I feel like the design aspects are similar, but the gameplay is totally different. So it's kind of a different ball game, but I feel like making something like this would be a blast. I mean, I am enjoying what I'm working on right now anyway, so... Like, I'm not complaining about it. But hopefully, yeah, if you're watching this video, keep an eye out. I'm sure I'll throw an extra video up or something when, I'm gonna put a Kickstarter up in May-ish, late May. And, I'll probably put a video up on the YouTube channel as well, that, you know, once that's live. So just keep an eye and an ear out for it. If you're interested. I mean, honestly, the thing is, like, even if the Kickstarter wasn't successful, I'm still going to work on the game. It's just, it's going to take me a lot longer. With a successful Kickstarter, I could, like, focus on it. I could work on it all the time. And I know, as well, like, that helps, inspire, that helps motivate. Alright, we gotta get Jay up some levels here. Because knowing that you've got enough interest, that you have an audience that want the game, as much as you yourself think, I want to make this game, because I think it's going to be awesome, like, knowing that I have an audience at the same time is just, it makes it that much easier to you know, put your heart into. So... hopefully the Kickstarter goes well, because I would be the happiest guy to work on my own stuff, like, you know, full time or more than I am, I should say. But I mean, it's a long process. That's the part that sucks, is like, I want to wait. I'm waiting until May to put the Kickstarter up, at least. Because I want to get the game to a certain point before I put a Kickstarter up. I don't want to be one of those people that post a Kickstarter when, hey, I got this idea, and I'm going to explain the idea, and then you got to wait 4 years, and maybe you'll see the game in 4 years if I'm still working on it, and if not, I'm going to just release a partial game, and I don't want to be that guy. Like, this is my first game that I want to, not my first game I'm making. I went to college for it, you know, for video game development and all that stuff. But it's the first game that I'm making myself, start to finish, full game, not just a little, like, oh, we decided to make this one thing in a couple weeks or in a month or 2 or 5 months or whatever, like, in a group of people. Like, it's just, this is this is mine. This is my, like, I don't know why I'm trying to put it to sleep. I'm so over-leveled versus it. So, I don't know. I'm rambling, but I just want to make it a reality. And I want to put the Kickstarter up when I got enough of the game done so that I have something to show right out of the gate. So I can say, look, this is what the game looks like today. May have some placeholder art. You know, here's a preview of how the gameplay works. General things I got so far, and like I want it to be like, if the Kickstarter is successful, I'm personally want it to be out. Why am I walking around in the empty area? I don't know what I'm doing. I personally want to release it by the end of 2018. Like, that would be my aim. Now, realistically, you don't know. You really don't. You hit a hitch for it costs you all kinds of time. But I feel like it's a doable goal. It's not impossible by any means. But I feel like that's like my hopeful goal. That's where I'd like to release it, is end of 2018. Now, realistically, I'd say it's probably going to be about like a half a year longer than that. But even so, Kickstarter turnaround time of 2 years, like from funding to completion for a video game, that's really reasonable. Most I mean, I don't know if I should say most, but a lot of the Kickstarters I've seen, the successful ones for video games, have, you know, the games don't come out for 4 years. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying those people have like slacked off at all. They're, you know, a lot of times they're amazing, great, you know, in-depth, just awesome games. Pillars of Eternity is a great example. I don't know how long. I'd have to look. I don't know how long it took them to make that game, but you know, after the Kickstarter went through. But I mean, there's so much depth to that game, and there's so much going on in that game. Like, and it's so well made. You know, mine's gonna be more like, that game's full 3D and all that stuff. I'm doing more of a 2D classic style, as far as gameplay goes, and all that, and graphics. So, you know, I feel like it's a good starting point. I feel like it's a very, very realistic starting point. And the thing is, the game itself is designed for it's meant for 2D. I wouldn't want to make it for 3D anytime soon, because I just don't think. I think it'd be a lot harder to get the gameplay to be as solid as I'm working on it, and as I'm wanting it to be, and as I'm making it to be. I don't want to say as it is, because, you know, it's not yet. I'm still in progress, but I feel like in 3D it wouldn't. The amount of time it would take to make the game as fun as I want to make it in 3D would just it takes so much longer and so much more money and extra people as well. You know, because I need like, I have a graphics guy, but I'd need a 3D modeler as well. Like, you know, not just the textures, I'd need the models themselves. So I just feel like it'd take way too long for it to be worth bothering. So that's something like, if this game is successful as a 2D game, and I was able to make something out of it, like a company out of it, then maybe, you know, if there's enough interest, then sure. After that, we can make a 3D game. But for a first out-of-the-gate game, I want to keep everything at a realistic goal and level, and just not. I don't want to let anybody down. Like, if people put their money behind me, I don't want to just, like, you know, get a year and a half in and be like, man, there's just no way this is happening. Like, I know I can make this game. I know for a fact I can do this. I can make exactly what I'm picturing. I can make exactly what I've got design docs already written up about. So it's not it's not a question of if, and it's not exactly a question of when. I mean, like, to a point, it's obviously the when's a bit of a question mark, but it's just, I don't know how to word my thoughts now. Like, I lose my train of thought so easy. This is like a problem. Only when talking. When I'm focused on something like head on, I'm fine, but like talking while trying to play this game and like talking about something totally different, I lose my train of thought all the time. But no, mainly, like, I guess what I'm getting at is I want to keep it at a realistic level. I don't like letting everybody down would I don't know if it hurt me more or less than letting myself down. Like, I'd be so disappointed. But I know I can make this game. So I'm not even, like, concerned about whether I can do it or not. The only thing I'm concerned is whether there's enough interest for the idea I have. And I think there is. I think there will be. But the hard part is making sure that the people that would like the game and would be willing to back it, knowing that, hey, you know, it's going to be 1.5 to 2 years or whatever until it comes out. Like, getting those people to see it while it's on its Kickstarter process is the hard part. I know, crit. I know there's enough of an audience for it easily for it to be successful. I just don't know how to essentially reach that audience completely. As you can tell by this YouTube channel, like, I mean, like any gaming YouTube channel, there's enough of an audience to keep so many gaming channels going, but, you know, successfully. And yeah, we've only been at it for, like, we've been cranking out videos. We record once a week, and then we crank out, like, videos for, you know, every day. But, like, even that, it's oh, man, I don't exactly want to throw Tuxor out there. You know, like, the effort we put in for the channel, we're me and the other Drew, we're keeping it casual. We're not worried about if it's successful or not. We're doing it for our own fun. And if it takes off, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. We're not worried about it. But I know that if it was shown to the right people, I really think our channel would be popular enough to sustain itself financially, like, as far as the time and effort, and make it worthwhile, to where then we could do more stuff like streaming and, you know, whatever, do more interactive things with everybody. And I know that if the right people saw the channel, or enough people saw the channel, that it would get an audience. But, you know, just like the game, the thing is, if they don't see it, they don't know it exists, so they don't know, you know, they're not going to be there. So that's just where I'm at. Like, I hope that the game gets enough exposure to, you know, in the right group, that it gets the backing. I really think everybody's gonna love the game once it's here. I haven't been this hyped about anything I've been working on, and I've been working on quite a few different things over the years, but I haven't been this hyped about something in a long time, and it's been like this for months now. Like, I've been working on it already for months, so it's not even like I'm just all of a sudden hyped. Like, it's not gonna die off. I've been hyped about it for a while, and I'm only getting, the more I work on it, the more hyped I get about it. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys check it out when the time comes. Sorry, I've been totally rambling, but I'm gonna cut this episode off here. Maybe I'll talk about it more next episode, or, you know, down the road as we get a little closer to Kickstarter time. But I'm gonna save the game and call it here. So catch you guys next week. Later.